How's it going, guys? Welcome to the Planetary Gamers. My name is Brandon, and today we're going to be checking out this very special first look at the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We've been waiting for this game for quite a while now, and today is the official release date that the game came out. So I'm super pleased to be able to bring this to you guys today. I can't even put into words how incredible this game looks. I haven't played the game yet, but I did make sure to go in and install it. So this is going to be the first impressions of the new Flight Simulator game, and I promise you, if it looks anything like this screen here, this is going to be a ton of fun. So definitely be sure to leave us that like, leave us a comment if you have played the game or if you want to see more videos of this game. And also consider subscribing to the channel because we have a lot more Flight Simulator related content coming to you very soon. So with that, let's press any key and get started. Alright, so we're going to be checking for updates here. Gonna set our experience. Let's see how this looks. Also, I will be cutting through some of the longer loading screens if it takes too long, but I think this will go through pretty quickly. Not to mention the backgrounds here are just absolutely impressive. So, wow, what a cool game! This looks so good. And this is just the pictures. Alright, and here we are on the main menu. Looks like we've got a couple different things to look at here. We've got the world map. We can edit free flights, create a flight plan, and select an existing flight. We can Courchevel, I think is the word, which is a current live event. I guess there's a landing challenge going on. There's flight training, so we can learn how to fly a Cessna 152. There's some challenge activities and a news panel that we can go and check on the news and give our feedback and support. So I think what we're going to do today is we're going to click in here to the world map. We're going to check this out and see what we got. So it looks like we have a full view of the world. And I think we can select whatever airports we want to fly to. Now, I don't know if there's just these main airports or if we zoom in. Yes, it appears that all the local airports show up, but your main primary ones show up on the distant map here. So that's really cool. Oh, not to mention it also has the day and night side of the planet. That's really impressive as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to click in here first to a local airport by us. It looks like there are some other people out here flying around as well. USC 414. We've got an FFT 1012. I don't know if these are other real players or not, but they are actually moving. So if you follow them, they are moving along. So I would imagine that these are actual real players, which is super cool. So I think what we're going to do is today we're going to fly from the Orlando Executive Airport. We can set the departure from there. Looks like the wind is 270 at 2 knots. And then we've also got, I think we're going to fly just up to the Sanford Airport as our arrival. So we'll go ahead and set that there as well. So here's all the information about Sanford. And if we click on KORL, I think we get the same thing. Yes, all the different runways. We got flight conditions, a nav log, VFR GPS is what we're going to use, and I think we can select our aircraft here as well. So we'll check these out. So let's see. I bought the standard game, by the way. I did not get the deluxe or premium deluxe, but if you guys would like to see that, definitely be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know if that would be something you'd be interested in seeing, and we might make that happen for you. But it looks like we do have the Airbus A320 here. We also have the Aviat Pitts Special, the Boeing 747, a classic in the flight sim community. We have the Cub Crafter, the Daher TBM 930. That's so cool to see. Oh my goodness. We also have the Diamond Aircraft. 2 Diamond Aircraft here. Extra 330 LT. We have CTSL, A5. Some of these are so unique. I've never even heard of them before. The JMB VL3. Got a Robin. Caught a couple of Robins. The Textron Beechcraft Bonanza G36. We've got a King Air 350. I do love the King Airs. The King Airs are one of my favorite aircraft to fly. We've got a Cessna 152, a Cessna 172, a Cessna 208, and we also have a Cessna Citation. So hey, we got a private jet in there as well. And then finally, is it any flight game without a Cub? So we got a Savage Cub in there as well. So I think today we're gonna fly the G1000 Cessna 172 right here. So that's the one that we're gonna select. Okay. We could also change things like the livery. We can change the weight and balance of it. I won't go through too many menus here because I'm sure you guys want to see what the game looks like flying. So we'll skip on through this stuff. You can also set up failures as well if you want to do any tests of like failed systems. And you can also change the ATC options in here as well by setting a call sign, tail number, flight number, whether you're heavy or not, and yeah. And you can choose whether you want to show the tail number or not. So we'll go ahead and back out here. I think that's everything set for us. You could even change the time. The live time now is 6:53 p.m. On the night side of the planet, so it's going to start getting dark here. But what we may do is actually just change that to more closer to the mid-afternoon. That way you guys can see everything. There we are. So we'll do noon. So we'll go ahead and save that. Oh, okay. And we will hit fly. So here we go. Let's get into the game, shall we?
Executive Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha ready for departure to the north at runway 25.
Okay, and here we are at the intersection of runway 25, I believe, at KORL. So we're going to go ahead and click ready to fly here. And it looks like it did put us on the runway. I was hoping it would put us over in one of the taxi positions so that way we could start up the airplane. But yes, it looks like it is going to start us out here on the runway. I do believe we are clear for takeoff as well. So just going to get our first view here of the local area. I got to say the modeling on the trees and the landscape is incredible. It runs very, very smoothly. It's not too juddery. Oh man, all the models just look so good. And this is coming from somebody who's played a lot of X-Plane 11. It's just really impressive to see, like, there's the downtown city area off in the distance, and it just looks really, really good. I am going to go in here and double check on the graphic settings. So this is the menu here. We have General, Assistance, and Controls. So we're going to go into General and double check on our settings. I think we're going to use the Ultra graphics to get the best experience here. So let's go ahead and apply those. And we'll see what those end up looking like. So let's go ahead and resume here. And we see a drastic amount of judder in upgrading the graphics there. But it looks like they have kind of smoothed out. But yes, not too terrible much difference between the high and the ultra. So I would say let's go ahead and lower those back down, because I'm not seeing a noticeable difference besides the judder. So we'll go ahead and do that and apply it. And let's get back out there. So we'll go ahead and close these menus here. There we are. And let's see, we'll release parking brake. Increase throttle here just a little bit. And takeoff power is set. Let's go ahead and get ready to go. Okay, there are no flaps. And again, guys, this is kind of just a first glance showcase at the look of the game. It looks really good, though. Okay. And it would appear that it's not reading my joystick, so... But in true Cessna fashion, it did take off all on its own, so no worries there. What we're going to do real quick, though, is we are going to have to pause the game just to set up the joystick. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. I thought that it would be set up by default, but I guess it didn't do that. So let's try and give that a shot. There we are. So let's use our HOTAS. I am using the T-Flight HOTAS yoke today, but we do also have a SciTech off in the wings as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see if we have flight controls. It would appear that we do not. Probably would need to check flight controls before taking off. It's probably on the checklist somewhere. Alright guys, there we go. I took a second to correct the joystick issue, and now we have full flight controls of our joystick. So we're going to make a left bank turn here. As you can see out the window, this is the greater Orlando area. Oh man, it just looks so good. Like, you can see every single house out the window. Wow, it really does look like you're flying in a Cessna 172. Little jittery though, but that's probably because of all the textures that have to be loaded in. All right, let's get back on with our flight. So, looks like we are turning to the left slightly, so I'll have to counter that. I do think we're gonna have to make a U-turn here because we are going south, so we'll have to turn around to head to KSFB, which is the airport that we were going to go to. And there's the executive airport that we took off out of. So when we took off, we should have made a right turn. But yeah, all in all, this looks very, very similar to a flight I took in a Cessna from this airport over the greater Orlando area. I mean, really, it just kind of speaks for itself. I mean, look at these views. It's absolutely stunning. Wow. Yeah, I definitely want to turn off those tooltips just to be able to see more of what's going on outside. This is insane. This is just crazy to look at. I think what we'll do is we'll test our autopilot here. Looks like we're at about 1,200 feet. I think we're gonna just stay at about 1,000 feet. Give the autopilot a try. So there we go. Engage autopilot. Set our heading to our current heading, and we will go ahead and hold. Well, actually, we'll VS down to 1,200, or excuse me, to 1,000, and that'll work. That way the autopilot can get a chance to take us around and we can get a better view of what's going on outside. This is insane. Wow. It really does feel like I'm looking out the window of an actual airplane. There's an actual soccer field down there. Or football field. Sorry. There's an actual football field down there. Wow. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. This is crazy. To everyone at the Microsoft team and the other teams that worked on this, great job. I mean, this is truly just mind-blowing to look at. You can even see the water textures, like the little waves on the water. I do want to get rid of these little tooltips, though. They do kind of break immersion just a little bit. Okay. Let's go ahead and program in our approach at KSFB. So we'll go ahead and make a left turn here to 360. And we'll go ahead and put in here that we want to go to KSFB. That way we can see what the computer system's like on board. So let's do K S. There we are. FB. There we go. Finishes it for us. So we'll go ahead and activate that. So that's going to be direct to, but we don't want to go direct to KSFB. We want to... I cannot get over how this looks. Wow. This is insane. You could even see little cars driving there on the freeway. Ah, there's a baseball field there. I can't get over how pretty this is. I mean, look at the little cars. I can't believe it. Okay, so let's get back onto the approach here. So let's go ahead and go into processes. We'll select the approach. We're going to go into ILS 9er left. And let's check out what our flight plan looks like here. Looks like KORL to KSFB, that's correct. But how do I set up the approach? Yes, that'll work. Let's go ahead and activate that. And now we should see... Let's see, can I turn? I don't know how to scroll down this menu. If you guys know how to scroll down this menu, let me know in the comments. It says don't touch the screen, so... It does say do not touch screens on the dash. Let's see. Go ahead and set our range here. Ah, there we go. So that's the approach. Fantastic. Okay, so what we'll do is we will go ahead and hit the nav button here. And the plane will start banking over to line us up with this approach over on the right screen. Wow, what a incredibly beautiful game. This is mind-bogglingly beautiful. I just can't even put it into words. I'll go ahead and turn down the plane noises here. I know that was probably a little deafening for you guys. So we'll go ahead and reduce that. There we are. Now you can probably hear me better. Hello. I was yelling over the engine. There we are. Okay, now we're going to make that gradual right turn onto the approach. Or not onto the approach, excuse me, onto the magenta line to our first waypoint, which is USR. Then we're going to go UGMA to ULNAF, and then on into KSFB. Wow, what an incredible view, though. So incredible. Alright guys, I think I'm going to skip ahead here. I'll let you know when we are on approach. So until then, I will see you there. Alright guys, we are now turning on to the final approach to UGMA, to KSFB. So we're turning right at UGMA to Olnaf, and then we will be landing at KSFB. While you were away, I also took the liberty of putting in the ILS approach, so we are going to use ILS ISND on frequency 108.9, so that way we can land at the airport. And if we look out the window, there's the airport off in the distance. Okay, I'll join back up with you guys when we get a little bit closer. Okay guys, we are back, and we are a lot closer to the airport now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and arm the approach. So we're going to hit that approach button there now, and we should start seeing the glide slope come into play, as well as the localizer. Now we should already be locked onto the localizer, so really it's just going to be that glide slope coming on down to meet here in the middle, and then we will land at KSFB. Alright, and there's that glide slope coming on down now. Usually at one dot above we would go ahead and put our gear down, but because we are in a Cessna, we don't have to worry about that, because we have fixed landing gear. Okay, now as soon as that white dot ends up in the center, we should see the aircraft begin to start pitching down, and there it goes. So what we're going to do is we're going to set notch of flaps here. There we are. And we're going to pull our throttle back just a little bit, but we are going to want to keep that nose up. There we are. Okay. Alright, keep a touch of power in. Again, like I said, I do want to get rid of these indicators, so if you know how to get rid of these indicators, feel free to let me know down in the comments, and I'll be sure to get rid of them in the future.
500.
But for now, we are at 500 feet. Okay, keeping, like I said, just a touch of throttle control in there as we bring it on in. Okay, here we are right over the treetops, coming into land at our first airport. This is KSFB. Go ahead and disable the autopilot. Pull back on the yoke just a little bit. There we are. Keep it above. We will go ahead and remove the full throttle. There we are. Again, I apologize if this isn't the best landing. This is my first landing in this game. Keep it right above the runway. Very annoying indicator right there at the last second, but it does look like we made a nice, safe landing. So we'll go ahead and touch the brakes there. There we are. Alright. Well, not too bad for our first landing, I would say. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and taxi off here at the ramp. Okay. Again, I haven't set up all of the controls yet, so we might be coming in a little hot here on the ramp, but that shouldn't be bad. There we are. Okay. Okay. We'll come right in over here. Like I said, guys, we are coming in a little hot, and I don't have any brakes, So, fingers crossed here that we can make something happen. Let's see. As I said, I still have to set up the system here. All right, go ahead and set the parking brake. There we go. Once again, not the smoothest clearing there at the end, but all in all, I would say we did pretty well. So with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, definitely be sure to leave us that like, leave us a comment, let us know, are you enjoying this game? Do you want to see more of this game? I definitely expect to be playing a lot more of this game. It looks really good. But yeah, so from all of us at the Planetary Gamers, my name is Brandon. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!